Hi guys, this is the tutorial for changing the time of day settings in Crisis Editor 2. This tutorial is very basic for anyone who wants to analyze how the natural sunlight interacts with certain real-world objects. As an introduction, we're all aware that without light we wouldn't be able to see anything, and it's the light from the sun or a lamp bouncing off an object and traveling to our eyes that allows us to see it. Using the time of day settings in Crisis, we can analyze how the sun color affects real-world colors and materials, and we can also analyze the light and shadow patterns of a building or a certain landscape. Okay, so let's get into it. I've opened up a sample multiplayer level in Crisis called Beach and navigated to this area of the map. I chose this area because of the trees and bushland, and it can give us a rather interesting array of shadow and light. We've also got a pretty good view of the sun and the sunset from here. To open up the time of day dialog, we go to Terrain, Time of Day. Now I've already got a TOD file loaded in here, but when you start Crisis up for the first time it'll probably be blank. To load a TOD file, just go to Import from File. It should already be at the file location, but just in case it isn't, like it isn't for me, just navigate to your C drive, Program Files, Electronic Arts, and it's in the editor folder. For this tutorial we're going to use the default timeofday.tod. Open that and we should have this file. Like I said earlier, it's all about light and color, so most of what we need to do here is change the color of certain sun and sky parameters. The first and most important is of course the sun color right here. Actually, before we start editing anything, I should point out to you this slider up here. This slider is the timeline for a full 24-hour day, and as I move the slider, the sun changes position, and the shadows and the color change accordingly. I'm going to increase the play speed of the sun here to 1 second. Oh, it's already on 1. And we're going to enter the game. And we can see the sun go along its path. So right now the sun is going at a rate of 1 second per hour. If you want it to go faster or slower, just change that value I changed in the time of day dialog. Now that's for a standard sunny spring day. What we want to do here is to make the day a little more exciting in terms of lighting. Okay, so we open up the time of day dialog again, and the first thing we can change here is the sun color. If I click anywhere along this bar, it corresponds to the time of day as mapped out by the slider. You can see this pink line that runs through all the settings helps you see which part of the day you're editing. So if I double click here at 12 noon, it'll open up a color picker and I can pick the color of the sun I want at 12 noon. I'm going to make it an alien green color. And if we head back into the game here, here we go. The sun has changed the green color and everything, it has a green hue to it. If we bring the dialog back in, I'm going to change that back. To a normal yellowish color. Now these sliders you can help you determine how long the color of a sun should last for. So here, the white bit in the middle lasts for about an hour. You can drag these to make it shorter or longer. Now I'm going to go ahead and change these colors as I see fit. And you can change it to whatever color you want it to be. I'm heading for a really hot summer's day. So the sun would be more orange than normal. A little darker orange maybe. Then at night, I'm going to make it darker. Now make sure you don't make the sun black at night, otherwise you won't be able to see anything. It's going to be pitch black. remember at night there is always moonlight bouncing off the earth. And since there is no moon parameter, we have to change the sun color instead. Now jump into the game anytime you want to test out your new sun. Okay, once you're done with the sun color, we go down here to the sky color. And editing this is exactly the same as editing the sun color. Now I'm going to import a file that was prepared earlier. Just to give you an example of what's been changed. I'm going to change that to 1. I'm going to go into the game and show you the result. And there's a really nice orange that just comes over the island there and the sunset. And as you can see here, dark gets actually probably too dark. I'll have to change that. And then as it rises again, a nice daytime blue, and there's that summer orange again. Okay, well then that's that for the time of day settings. I hope you had fun. Bye!